Hey everyone! Welcome back to Crafts with Crashly. I'm Ashley, aka Crashly. Today in this video we are going to make a tree diamond painting pen. It's going to be a really pretty autumn tree pen. I think that you guys are going to like it. It's different from the canes that I'm usually making, so a little different, but it's also going to be awesome. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. If you are just watching this video and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing so you can see more videos like this. Also, if you hit that bell up at the top of the video, you can get notifications every time I upload a video or a tutorial so you don't miss anything. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to be starting with some browns to make the base of the tree. And you'll see what I do here. I'm actually going to be working with tinfoil and wrapping the tinfoil in clay, which is new for me. It's a new technique that I tried. So yeah, here you can see I have the two shades of brown, and I'm going to marble them together to give them a more realistic effect on the base of the tree. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll be coming in and out to explain different things too. So enjoy. I'm going to speed it up for a little bit here. Alright, and here's where you're going to see me start to use the tinfoil. It's just regular aluminum foil that you use for your kitchen and cooking. I'm going to be using tinfoil to place on the pen and kind of mold the top of the tree, which saves a lot of clay and it just gives it more of a even round shape, because you can kind of move the tinfoil to make whatever shape you want. So I did it in multiple layers until I got the roundness, or the size that I wanted the top of the tree to be. And yeah, and then I covered it with some clay. Now here is where I noticed I had the shape that I wanted, but it kept slipping off my pen very easily. And I was like, that'll never do. So then I grabbed my favorite glue in the whole world, the E600, and I just placed a dab on the end of the pink pen that was going into the tinfoil, and that held it in place. And then from there is when I wrapped the pink pen or the base in the brown marble that I made, and that seemed to work a lot better than it just sliding around. Once I had the brown where I wanted it, just at the base of where the roundness starts at the top, you can see the marble and the browns that I did there. It just gives it a really cool effect and texture and stuff. So now I'm going to take some green, like a thin sheet of green, and just put one thin layer over the foil, because I definitely didn't want any of the foil to show through at the end. And also I'm going to be cutting out some leaves, you'll see here in a little bit. And I know that clay sticks better to clay. Like, it wouldn't have worked out very well if I put the leaves straight on the tinfoil. So that's why I used this base green to cover the top part before adding the leaves. Once I was finished marbling and I liked the color scheme, I flattened it out on the thickest setting of my pasta machine. And then I had a cutter in the shape of a leaf. So I just cut out little leaves, and some of it did get stuck in the cutter. So I just used my tools that I got from Pippa and just kind of lightly pushed them out with the rubber end, which is okay. It put a little indent on the top of it, but it's okay because there's two sides, right? So I just flipped it over. So I did that a bunch of times, and after I had a few cut out, I started adding them to the green portion of the tree, starting from the bottom and working my way up. Once I noticed I was running out of space on my sheet, I just folded it a couple of times and then ran it back through my pasta machine on the thickest setting. Since it's just a cluster of colors anyway, I knew it would be okay to, fold it and run it through. You wouldn't want to do that too much though, because you may cause your colors to merge together too much. See, I just ran it through once. You could still see like a few holes, which I didn't really care because I didn't need too many more leaves. So I just used the portion of the sheet I rolled out to do my leaves, and that worked out just fine. Once I have the top of the tree the way I like it, I'm just cleaning up the ends here, and then I'm going to bake it. To bake it, I preheated my oven to 275 degrees Fahrenheit, and I baked it for about an hour and 45 minutes. Alright, it is done baking now, and I've let it cool. Now, some of you may notice that the base of the pen got much fatter, and you are exactly right, it definitely did. I didn't record it, but I put it in the oven and it actually cracked in the middle. I am assuming it's because of the aluminum foil or the tin foil, whatever you want to call it. So all I did was go back in and added a thin layer of brown and then just rebaked it for another hour. And now I'm just glazing it. But adding that extra tiny little layer of brown and then rebaking it definitely got rid of the crack. And then I added some swirls to the base of it as well to give it more texture. So, and you'll get a close-up of that in a minute. Now I'm just adding the Sculpey gloss glaze to add a shiny glass kind of coating finish. And I'm just using one of my thinner brushes, and I'm gonna go through and make sure I have the coating on all of the leaves, including the sides. So I'm going to speed this part up a little bit, but I usually do about 3 coats of this just because I love the gloss finish. But if you do the 3 coats like I do, you need to do 1 coat, let it dry for at least 30 minutes, and then come back and do another coat. If you do them without letting it dry completely, then your pen may end up being sticky. So, and this is the finishing touch, so home stretch now.